Okay. Who is sharing screen? Kamran? Yeah, we can see your screen. Hold on. Don't start yet. Let me give Irfan. You don't have access, right? Yes, I am going to give access to Irfan. Give me 1 second. Don't start yet. I'm going to give access to.
Sure.
Kamran,
Yes, Bashir.
could you please maximize it a little bit, the shrift or something, the bigger size a little bit?
Irfan, you should
Yeah,
have access.
sure.
Thank you.
Okay, Irfan, you should have access to the assignments. Okay, let's proceed. I'll be back in a minute, okay?
Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
A little bit bigger, Kamran.
But to be honest, I don't know how to maximize it more than this.
Just go to
Like,
go to tools
okay.
and preferences. And it should be font size. Just type in font size on the search.
Code edit.
Font size. Yep. A little bit more.
Is it good?
Now.
Still no.
A little bit
We
more.
You need glasses, man.
I know.
Yeah, make it 16.
Code.
Okay, I do 15.
Oh, that sounds good, bro. Thank you.
Can you do 16, please?
No problem.
Pardon me, Zana.
Is it good? Oh man, I cannot see now. It's too big. Okay,
Yeah,
guys, it's all written here already, so I will copy paste everything for you, and that's it. I'm done with presenting. There you go. This is the fastest presenting you guys ever see. There you go.
And now Abdul is gonna be faster too, and we're done. Like half hour.
Okay, write a query to return all tables present in the HR and sys.
Okay, I'm ready. So first query is return all the tables present in HR and sys schema. Okay.
So we're pulling out from the all tables
Correct.
where owner in HR and sys.
Can you execute that query?
Yes, sure.
Okay. Do I want all columns here or do I just want one column? I only want the table names, right?
Select then table names.
Correct. That's the answer. Okay, let's move on to the next question.
There you go. And next question is write a query to return table name, column name, data type, and length for only varchar field in HR employees. So we need all table columns. And from here, we specifying table name, column name, data type, and data length. And from where we're going to pull it out, so data type equals varchar, and owner should be HR, and table name should be employees.
That's correct. Because I'm asking for column related information, you should query all tab columns. If I'm asking for table information, you will query all tab columns. This is the right answer.
And third question was write a query to return total number of primary key constraint in HR schema, which is, again, we are going for all constraints and where is owner is HR.
Very good.
And we are typing constraint name with the P inside the right there. And after this one, let me just first execute this one first. So first we got this part,
Very
and
good.
after this we have to specify which is the all constraint again. Select count because we need in the question count of that.
Yes, that's the right
And
answer.
that's 12 total number.
That's the right answer. So there are 12 primary keys in HR schema.
Right.
Hold on.
Sure.
Okay. Does anyone have any questions with Kamran did so far? Everybody should be able to do this.
No questions.
Let's proceed.
Okay, sure. 1 second. Create a table. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. So we need to create a table, which is going to be a name EM12 prac. So I started from here.
Can you drop the table?
Excuse me?
Can you drop the table and let's create it again?
Yeah, sure.
Just type in drop table name.
Okay. So now
Okay,
we're going to create a table, which is name is this one.
Can you put a
And
semicolon at the end?
yeah, sure.
Not there.
Oh. Right there. 1 second.
Kamran, there is some background noise on your end. I think there's people talking. Can you?
Oh, sorry about that.
Okay.
So create table and execute this, right?
Yes.
That's what. Okay.
Table is created. What is my
Created.
next part
Now,
of the
next question is right here. It's write a query to add add not null constraint to first name.
So the first name column, I don't want to insert nulls. Okay. So I will make it a not null.
For that one, we have to go through the alter table.
Correct.
HR, and since it's not null, we have to modify it.
Yes.
First name and not null. That's the one. Is that clear?
Yeah.
So the next question was write a query to increase length of the last name to 25 and also add unique constraint to the column. So first we have to start with the length,
Actually,
which is 25.
Yeah, double click on the column table on the left side.
1 second. I think this was the.
Okay, so the length. Can you increase the data type column? No. Go to columns.
Columns.
And
okay.
increase the second column. Make it bigger.
1 second, if I can. Oh, okay.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. So first name is 15 characters, right?
Right. It's gonna be 25 now.
You want to make it 25. Okay.
So we again going through the alter table HR employee and modifying last name worker 25.
Actually,
so
hold on. Can you close emp_1_2_ prac on the top? Can you close that table?
This one?
Yeah. Close that window.
Sure.
And go to the left side and right click on tables and refresh. double click on emp underscore 1 to underscore 2 underscore track.
Okay.
So first name over here is 15 character. No, what's the question? Increase the length of first name or last name? Last name.
Question is
Last name.
last name.
Okay. So currently the length is 15. I want you to make it 25. So you have to use alter statement.
Alter statement and modify last name worker to 25.
Okay. Execute this. So
And
it
then
says table got altered.
right here.
Yeah, and go to the table again on the right side. Refresh this. Now it increased from 15 to 25. Right?
Here. Correct.
You cannot drop the table and recreate it. Okay? Just because somebody is asking you to increase the length, you cannot drop the table and recreate. You will alter the table.
Exactly. And our next part is like write a query to change the name of first column to employee ID. So
Right now, what's the name of the first column? It is emp ID, right?
emp ID, correct.
Okay. Go to the table on the top. Yeah, right
Right
now
here.
it's emp underscore ID. You want to make it?
We want to make it employee ID.
Yeah, you want to make it employee underscore ID.
Again, we are going to alter table and rename the column,
Okay.
which is emp ID to employee ID.
Yeah. So we use rename function.
Right. And now we can see from here, if we refresh it, it went to employee ID.
Okay.
Okay. Then next is write a query to add new column bonus number. Bonus cannot be greater than 2000.
Okay.
So
So I
for
want you to create a check constraint, right?
right.
First I want you to create a new column. So can you show me the code?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Alter table HR add bonus number.
Yeah. Can you put semicolon there?
A second, I forgot that.
Okay. Yeah. Execute this. And go to the table on the top. It says on the bottom, table got altered. And you added a new column. So if you refresh this, you will see the new column.
Bonus.
Very good. Okay.
And its number.
Okay.
Now
Then
second part is it should be less than 2000.
anytime you enter a value, you cannot enter a value greater than 2000 there. So
Right.
value always has to be less than 2000. So you
2000.
create a check constraint.
For that one, check constraint, and we can double check that one also.
Refresh.
But this one, I think we should go to constraints, right?
Yeah,
Right
constraints
here, bonus less than
2000.
2000, and it's here also.
Very good.
1 second. Now I have to go back. And next one is write a query to create a new column state, and default value is CA. So we are creating the first. 1 second. Let me just. We're gonna create here
A new column.
state. Right, new column, and which is going to be alter table HRMP EMP and add state varchar 2. I just put the number 10. Just we can change it to the different one too. It's not a requirement. So I did 10, and we created already.
Okay.
And later on, we are again modify state default CA. So
yeah.
And this one.
So what does that mean? If you keep that column empty, automatically CA will be entered.
CA will be entered automatically.
Yeah.
Right
Okay.
Here.
Can you go back and show me the constraint on the table?
Yeah, sure.
So if you refresh this, You will see. Okay, default constraint will not be shown here. It will be shown on
It
the column
is in
tab.
the columns.
Yeah, you see the default value there, the last under state. Move to
Right here,
yeah.
CA.
Yeah.
So it's default. It's automatically
In
will
the other
come.
columns, if you don't enter value, it will store as null. But in state column, if you do not enter any value, it will automatically take in CA.
CA. Right. And fifth question is, it's requesting us to create two tables, and this is what we have to put it there. And I have 1 second. Yes, so I can start from here. Create two tables.
Was
So
that
first
was that the last part of the question?
it's gonna come like I just took the parts and one by one I mentioned, and
Okay.
so entire
Okay.
question is coming right now.
Okay.
So create two tables. First requesting us to do the two tables, and I did create table hr.department1, and this is the old data. Do you want me drop the tables and do it again, because
Yes.
I do have already all
Yes.
all
Yes.
that.
Please drop the table.
Which table was created?
The parents table.
You have to drop the parent table first. You have to drop the child table first. You cannot drop parent table.
Can we do both together, like with one query, or not really?
Yeah, you can do it in one query, but you have to mention the child table first.
Okay, got it. So let me post this one, and I will do one more. The top. I think it was this one. Okay, so these two tables. So execute this.
Okay.
Okay. Now I can clear this one.
Yep.
Now we are creating two tables, which is one department ID, another one EMP ID.
You cannot create foreign key relationships if department ID in the department table is not a primary key. Are you creating primary key below, or can you scroll down?
Foreign key.
Can you scroll down? Oh, you're adding.
First give the primary.
Okay, good. You're doing it separate. Okay, no problem. So create the master table first.
Master table was our, I think, department one, right? Or 1 second. It was saying here department table is the master table. So
yeah,
we're gonna create department table
first.
It got created, and now second one, table created. Now write an alter statement to add foreign key relationship between department ID in both tables. That's what I did. No. Hold on 1 second.
What are you trying to do?
Next step was write an alter statement to add foreign key relationship between department ID in both tables, department and master. Enter two records to there. So we got the tables created.
Yeah.
Now first we have to give the primary key to the department ID in our primary table.
Very good. Without
Right.
creating a primary key,
So
you cannot create foreign key.
right. So for that one, we have to have we have to do the alter and primary key. It's with the add. So alter table HR department at primary key department ID, and it's got altered. And
Okay.
second one is add foreign key between department ID in child table to the department ID in the primary table.
Very good. So
So
whenever you insert data in the child table, it will ensure that record is present in the primary table. And then it will
table.
insert it.
So again, we need to alter the table and add foreign key department ID, preference HR department 111 department ID. They have a both not the same one. Like one is department ID underscore and the other one straight department ID. So between these two, we are doing the relation. And that one was also altered. And then enter two records in both tables. So I created sales and HR in the department table, and I created two persons who is working there.
So, okay, hold on. Try to enter data into the child table first. Execute the employee table first. See what happens.
Okay, sure.
So it will error out because.
Let me just clear it here.
Yeah, it will error out with integrity constraint violated because department ID 11 does not exist.
Right.
Okay. So you
And
should
the other
always.
one also.
Yeah, even. So records will be entered in employee table only if that department is present in the master table or the primary
Master
table.
table.
Okay.
So I will go for this one, insert it, second one, insert it, and now I will clear. Now we will be able to insert this one. Because primary already done. And I will commit all. That's it. Now we can go ahead and see them all. 1 second. Okay, right now I'm a little lost.
What is that?
Okay.
Refresh
I'm
it.
trying to see it. Yeah, foreign key.
Yeah, it is there, right?
It's all set. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure.
So now you can
So now
only insert.
we're gonna delete
Yeah. So you will delete from
the
child table
child
first.
one first.
When you insert, you
Right.
insert into primary parent table first. When you delete from child table first.
Yeah, since we have a child the emp table, so we have to delete from the emp first.
Yeah.
And second one, we're gonna go the other one. This one is deleted. And now I will delete this one. Yeah, this one also deleted.
So
now we can see it from here that it's deleted. And here also, only Tawfiq left.
okay, that's fine. Very good. So anybody has any questions?
I got a question regarding the creating the foreign key.
Okay. Can you
Why
scroll
we
up?
why we
Mhm.
use the references? Why we use that word?
So it has to tell which table and which column it should be checking for data in, right?
Okay.
So
You're basically having a one site referencing to another site
yeah,
because of
the
that.
table
That's it.
column in one table should check for the data in column in another table. So he's saying add foreign key on department ID in employee table, and it should check for values in department ID in department table.
Okay. Okay.
Is that
Got
clear?
it. Yes. Thank you.
Check it
Anybody
out
else?
in that.
Yeah, can you paste all of this in the group, the chat?
I tried to do it, but I think till third question it came, right?
Can you,
1 second. Let me
in
just.
that case, can you reply all to the email and send
Yes,
us?
sure. Sure, I do have already ready one, so
Okay, good.
I will go ahead do
Abdul, I
it.
have a question about dropping and disabling constraints. Which one
Okay.
would be used at work? Which
We
one is
disable,
safer?
disable and enable is better. Good question. So don't drop and recreate unnecessary, because you're dropping an object and recreating it. Just disable and enable. It's like when you're leaving the house, you're breaking the end, you're just locking your door. That is disable and enable. But if you drop and recreate, it's like every time you leave, you break the lock and put a new lock. It's that kind of a
But
game.
it doesn't delete the information like I tried to do it. The information is still there, but like you're saying
Yes.
it's still unsafe.
Yes. Yes. If you delete the constraint, or if you drop or disable the constraints, your table cannot maintain quality in it. Like you can start inserting duplicates, you can insert nulls, it won't check for the value in the parent table and then insert it into the child table. So your quality of the data in the table will go down. But if you keep constraints, if you keep the constraints enabled, it will ensure that no duplicates, no duplicates, and no null values, no. It will ensure unique values, default values, all these it will ensure. Clear? So to answer your question, yeah, just enable and disable. Don't drop, recreate. Okay, can you?
Okay, I just replied to all.
Okay, good.
So if someone can check it, that if they get it.
Kamran, can you copy and paste the last two questions, the small questions?
Sure.
Insert and delete.
You're talking about this ones, right? Delete one
Yes.
or
Yes.
like
Yes.
number. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Enter two and delete one. Can you just copy those?
Delete one, enter two records. Okay. Okay, done.
Anybody has any questions before I proceed? This was good. We wrapped up all the assignment questions in less than 30 minutes.
Yeah, a quick question regarding when you were changing the length of a column data, let's say varchar 15 to 25. In this case, of course, whatever the existing data is there, it will not be hurt because we are just increasing the size. But can we decrease? I mean, does it matter or how it will work?
Yeah, you can decrease.
So in that case, the data will be truncated to that
Yes.
length.
Yes,
Okay.
try it out.
Okay.
Anybody has any questions before I move on? Okay.
Should I stop sharing?
No, hold on. No, you're doing a good job. You have to share screen.
Okay.
Go to the next assignment. Let's do half of that, and then I'll cover some new topics, because half of it we can at least do half of it.
Okay, assignment
5.
5.
And download Notepad++. It's so much better. It's free.
Oh, plus one.
Notepad++. Yeah, it's so much better.
Do you want me to download it right now? Right now?
Yeah,
Or,
do it right now. Everybody can see. It takes like 2 minutes to do it. I never use Notepad. I don't know the last time I used Notepad. Notepad++. No, you just have to type in, yeah, plus plus.
I
Yeah,
did.
that one. Keep scrolling down.
Okay. This is it.
Can you go, on the left side? Do you see downloads?
Yes. Not that.
Yeah, click on the first one. Click on the first one on the top. Yeah, click on download. Yeah, click on that and just execute this. Double click on it.
I do have. Okay, next. Question card. Finish.
Okay, perfect. So right click on, close this. You can close this. Now close this. Right click on, yeah, close this window, close this page also. Yeah, close this assignment 5.
1 second. Okay.
Right click on assignment 5.
Assignment 5. Okay,
Right,
sure.
right click on assignment 5 and
Open
say
this.
edit with Notepad++. Edit with Notepad++. Below that. Below.
I don't see it.
Below.
Oh,
Yeah,
this one. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So do you want me to copy this one to the SQL, all questions?
Hold on. Can you scroll up? What are the different joins? Create 2 tables, insert data. This can find the table with the assignment. Yeah, let's do the first 6 questions. What are the different?
First 6.
Yeah, let's not do the first 2 questions. Let's do
3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Should I copy it to SQL?
Yeah.
Okay, this one down, this one down. This one I will clear up this ones. And this is our questions. Create table HR.
Okay. So this is simple. So I asked you to create a table and insert some records into the table. Very simple. You should be able to finish this off in like a minute.
A create table, HR this, and column names. I will clean this one. Emp ID, number, comma, emp name worker 220, comma. Oops. Phone number worker 215. I have to do this one. So. I think looks good, right? And is that correct? Create table, HR, this, emp ID, number. Yeah.
Okay. So I know you're creating table and inserting data separately, but at the end of this course, you should be able to insert and create table and insert and commit in one shot. Okay.
Okay. So now insert data.
Benim tercih önce.
Sorry guys, I'm a little bit slow.
Oh, you're doing good.
Now we again the same thing.
You're missing us. You're not putting semicolons at the end of your SQL statements.
Should I execute?
You already did,
Like-
right? Did you execute this?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I think I did. I was planning to do all three rows, but
Okay.
that's when I will do one by one. HR, practice values, and now the second value was this one. Oops, sorry. Control copy. Paste. Nope, that's not the one. Second one also done. Now we need one more.
Kamran, data type is varchar. You should put in quote.
What was that drop? I didn't get it.
I'm saying data type for the phone number is varchar over there you mentioned. You should put in quote.
This one we already did.
Yeah, I know. If it's varchar, you should put in quote.
Single quote, Cameron.
Oh.
Single quote.
I believe I couldn't connect the dots. Like single quote, I understand I should put it, but since it's like here, you mean? Like this ones? Like for this phone number, right?
Let's do one. See the differences.
That's a varchar, right? Because you have hyphens in there.
Okay, got it now. Okay. Thank you. So on these ones also, I should just repeat it?
Just check the table, see how it looks. You already inserted.
Okay, 1 second.
Do a commute as well. Whenever you insert, update, delete, you have to do commit as well.
If it's not correct, that's why I didn't.
Okay.
Yes, Abdul, we have inserted 3 rows. For first 2 rows, phone number, though it's varchar, but it accepted it without quotes.
So see what happens when you do select star on the table. See how
Let's
it's loading.
see. Let's see.
Okay, so we'll take a look. Oh no.
Let's start from and execute this.
See, it will do, you know what it did? It did 818 minus 123 minus 4567.
Right.
So it did 1234 minus 567 minus. So if you don't put it as single quotes, it will minus.
So
It will do.
should I just delete these rows and then do it again, or update?
You can either update or delete the rows or update the rows.
Okay, if we do
Updating will not fix the existing error.
Why will it not fix the updating existing error? Write an
No, so
update.
no. Yeah, he can update, but will it bring back the missing data?
What missing data?
Okay, he has already inserted 2 rows, right? So if he
yes,
goes back,
this row and this row.
so if he
Write an
goes
update statement, please, Kamran.
Yeah,
Write an
sure.
update statement.
update will, yeah, okay, that would, okay.
Update. Hold on 1 second. I just got so update alter. Right.
No. Alter is used to change the structure of the table.
1 second. Update in that.
Update
You're
table.
saying update, but typing alter.
Right. It's like update directly. 1 second. I think update and table's name. I should put it there.
Yeah.
And then phone number. They
Set.
call phone number, right?
No. Tonya is saying something.
Set.
What
Gotta
was
use
that?
update set. Set.
Set as. Okay.
And then you have to write the column name.
Right, phone number. Yeah, I was missing the set.
Put that set in the next line. Don't type it in one straight line.
I will correct it.
Okay.
1 second. Okay. So update HR. This set phone number. 2. No. Set
No,
phone
Shamar,
number
equal
to.
copy paste the first
Yeah. I have to just-
818, but it's gonna be in the quote.
Yeah.
And don't forget where condition.
Is that correct? Set phone number
You
like
have
that.
to commit.
And what was that? I didn't get it. I missed it. I have to commit.
You have to commit. Yes.
But what about the where statement? Like, should we
Yes,
put the where also?
where emp ID equal 1.
Exactly. M underscore ID equals 1 and commit.
And type commit and then run together.
Right. That's what I'm always doing separate. I have to get used to
And
this.
put no. Put semicolon as well after 1.
Sorry, I missed that. Good. Looks good.
Yep.
Okay, commit complete. Now we have to do it one more time, right? For
Just do select, see how it looks.
let me just change this one too, and we do it together.
Yes, you can do that. And no. Emp ID equal to.
Yes. Very good. Okay. Now let's see what a mess I made there. Okay. I think it looks good, right? 1, 2, 3, and phone numbers. Everything is clear.
Yep.
This looks good. Okay.
Now next question is.
Hold on.
Right.
Inserting records is very easy. I want you to find out I want you to find out all the column, all the. I want you to find out all the characters before the first hyphen.
Wait, I didn't get the questions. This part that, like, before the, you mean like in the phone number before the first hyphen, like 818 or 1234. That's the one, right?
Yes, I want you to find out the characters before the first hyphen in all 3 records.
Okay, how we were doing that? This was last class. No, previous class.
Substring.
How would you do that?
With sub-zero, right? But I
With
don't
what?
remember how we were substring or.
Substring and in string both will be required.
But I don't remember how we were starting that, like, entire the
Guys,
query. It
I
just-
took one entire class on that. You cannot say I don't remember. Can somebody help him out?
Go to W3 school.
No going to W3 school. Okay, type in select emp_id. Select emp_id, emp_name, own_number, emp_id, emp_name, emp_id,
underscore name.
emp_id. Put emp_id first, and then emp_.
Okay, I do it. 1 second. emp_id, emp_name, and then
phone_number.
number.
From. Type the table name from the table name. Okay, execute this.
Okay.
Okay, now I want you to get all the characters before the first hyphen. Who can do this? Who can do this?
You gotta put
I think-
substring. Comma, substring.
Can I help?
Hold on, let Tonya do it. Okay, so go ahead, Tonya.
You gotta do phone number, comma. Now you have to do substring,
Very good.
and then inside you gotta put a phone number.
Okay. Good so far.
Comma. We gotta do in string, because we have not even numbers in front, so we're gonna do minus. Okay, so let's do this for now. In string, and then no. Inside we're gonna put the comma hyphen in single quotes.
No. Okay, hold on. Okay.
Do we put the hyphen in single quotes or no?
No, not yet. Okay.
Abdul.
Should I?
Abdul.
Yeah, Ramil, go ahead.
I think it's gonna be substring phone number. After phone number, it's gonna be first. After comma, put the first.
Yeah, after
Yeah,
comma.
number one. And no, after comma.
After comma.
Yeah, one and comma. Now you can continue as Tonya said that in string.
Phone number inside. Yeah.
Hold on, guys, hold on. You will never be able to do this when you start typing in string in a substring. Even I do not do it like that. Even I am not that confident. Okay, get rid of in string. Make your life easy. Put 3 there. Put 1 comma 3. Okay, close your bracket and execute. Okay, don't.
Kamran, can you try? I send
execute
it.
this. Can everybody go on mute and execute this?
Yeah, sure. I execute this one. 1 second. Oh, this should be like that.
Okay. So 1,3 will work for the first one. It's not going to work for the second one. It's not going to work for the third one. Correct? Do you agree?
Yes.
Right.
Okay. If you put 1,4, it will work for the second one. It will not work for first and the third one. 1,5 will work for the last one. It will not work for the first and second one. Clear?
Yes.
So there is a problem with the 3, right?
We have to write in string, separate in string, right?
Wait. First tell me that there is a problem with the 3. Does everyone agree?
Yes.
There is no problem with substring. There is no problem with phone number. There is no problem with 1. There is a problem with the 3, the number 3, right? So we need to fix that because it's not consistent. The hyphen keeps changing. I wanted to give data like this because I wanted to keep the hyphen changing, right? Okay. Now, after the end of substring statement, put a comma. At the end of substring.
At the end. Oh, sorry.
Okay. Now, the problem here is the position of hyphen keeps changing, right?
Right.
So let's find out the position of the first hyphen. How would you find out the position of first hyphen? You use in string, okay?
And then we put
Starting from first one. Yeah.
one underscore number.
Very good. Execute this. Break down your problem into smaller statements. Don't start writing in string and substring. You will never do it. Okay. Now copy that in string. Copy that in string and replace it with
3. Should I do in the like complete new?
No. This is good.
This is good.
Okay. Yeah. Replace that 3 and paste it there and execute this. Now execute this. Okay. So now you're displaying 818.123.467.890, but you're also displaying one extra character along with that, right?
Right.
Okay. So I don't want to display one extra character. I want to get rid of one extra character at the end. How would you do that?
-1.
Okay, just put a -1 there. Between the brackets, put a -1. Yes, over there. Put just no. Yeah, over there, just type in -1. Now execute this. This is your answer. Never start typing in string and substring. You will never get it. You will never get it. Okay?
I got it.
Okay. No, don't start typing substring and then open bracket and type in string in there. No, first write a simple substring. First see how close you can get to the actual answer. Then start modifying it. Don't expect I will write substring and bracket open 1 comma in string and then it will work. No, even I do not do it like that. Break it down. Get as close to, with the simple SQL statements, get as close to the answer as possible and then start modifying it. Okay, this was not there in the question, assignment question, but I still gave it. You can now you can get rid of the in string at the end, the comma in string part. You don't need that.
Abdul?
Yeah.
I have one question about a similar one, but if you don't mind, I will ask you this question at the end of the class today.
Okay.
It may take a time, so it's going to be about the substring and in-string.
Okay. So let's move on to the next question.
Okay, it is find total number of records in each table in the database and display.
So I want you to find out the total number of records in each table. Like employees table has 107 rows. Department table has some rows. So I want you to find out the total number of records in each table in the entire Oracle database server here. How would you do it?
It's going to be from the all columns, right?
Okay.
All tables.
All tables. I'm asking for table related information. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So first
So-
query all underscore table. First, you have to figure out which table to query. Okay. Now, do you want all the columns or do you want any specific columns from this table? Because right now you're
No,
displaying owner, table name, table space, cluster, IoT name. So which columns do you want from this table?
Table.
You want table underscore name and num underscore rows.
Yeah.
Type in table underscore name, comma, num underscore rows.
Table underscore name, comma, and what was the next one?
I covered this. Num underscore rows, NUM underscore ROWS.
Sorry, Abdul, I didn't get it.
I covered this already. ROWS. Scroll to your right on the bottom. You will have that column there.
Okay.
Now execute this.
You missed letter L. Table.
Select table name. Spelling.
Kamran,
Comma,
it says
comma circle.
invalid
Select
identifier, right?
table.
You don't have to listen to anyone. Look at your error message. It says invalid identifier. Invalid identifier means you're using the wrong column name. Which column? It's telling you that yeah. Okay, so it will give you, this query will give you the table and the total number of records in that table. Okay, now what did I say? Read the complete question.
We'll do order by
Ordered by and number rows, right?
Okay.
That's the one, right?
Yes. Did you understand this query? Doesn't you look confused? Did you
No,
understand?
like first thing is like made me a little bit like to not understand. Like order by, usually we used to do that differently, but now I got it.
So I want you to find out all the tables and the total number of records in the table, and I want you to order by ascending order.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Let's go to the next question. Anybody has any questions about this? Okay. We'll do these two and then take a break. Okay. Find out the table with the biggest name in the database. Okay. Find out the table which has the most number of characters in its name. So how would you do it? So first of all, which table will you query?
From all.
All what? Tables, columns, constraints, views,
Tables.
index.
Right.
Okay.
It's from all tables.
yeah, from all tables, length and table name in parentheses.
Wasim, why would you query all tab columns? I'm not asking for column related information. I'm asking for table related information. Okay. Do you need all the columns here or do you need only specific columns?
specific columns.
Which columns do you need?
Table name.
Okay, very good. Select table underscore name, comma, length of table underscore name.
Is that good? Like,
As
No need to type as. Okay, execute this. Now say order by, at the last line, type in order by length of table underscore name. It will give you the biggest table name on the top.
important सवाल है 10 नंबर
Order by length of table underscore name. Okay, now execute and put DESC.
description descending
Put descending at the end.
show all this. I think it's good.
So
Okay, 30.
yeah, so that's the maximum length a table can have in Oracle. In SQL Server, you can have as big, you can have greater than 30. But in Oracle database, the maximum length you can have for a table name or a column name is 30 characters only. Okay.
Right.
So a quick question: if we use alias, let's say if we just say length, as whatever alias, right? Then when we do order by, can we use the alias, or
No.
we have to again use length?
No, you cannot use alias in order by. You always have to use the column.
Okay.
Okay. The next question, and then we'll take a break. Do the sixth one.
Okay. 1 second. Okay, what it says right here. Right. Example still in form. Use 5. Okay.
First, tell me which table to query.
HR employees.
Okay, query HR employee.
Now display following each internal query.
So I want the data to look like Steven's phone number is 515123 and email is asking. Okay, in one column I want that. So how would you do it? I already covered this. I think I did this twice already, not once. Yes, you have to concat all the columns. Okay.
The next one higher.
Stop. Don't type everything in one shot. You will never, ever get it. Execute your query here.
Okay.
That's okay. That's okay. Execute your query. Whatever you wrote down, execute your query.
Like that?
Execute your query. You will get invalid identifier because your column name is wrong.
Okay, first name. It's like.
Okay.
I
now
think we
execute.
should do like 2 together, right?
Hold on. Execute this. Okay. Now, I want to see Steven's phone number is 515.123.456. You have Steven, you have the phone number, but you're missing phone number is.
Okay, then I have to add the is there. One second. Can I do like 1 second? Hold on, Steven, and after Steven, we want to put that one.
Okay. Single quote after the pipe sign.
But in which one do you want to put?
Right after first name. Oh yeah. Before phone number.
Before phone number. Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, we want name as it is, but after phone number. No. After
Before
the
phone number. Okay.
after pipe sign. No. After phone number and two pipe signs, you will specify in there.
No, that is wrong. Tonya just gave the answer. Okay.
Yeah,
Check that.
Abdul, I wanted to ask about that because I couldn't find that Q operator in W3 schools, and I
No.
looked like I know it's operator, but I couldn't find it. If to find
Okay.
more information about it.
So after phone number, pipe.
After phone number.
Sorry,
pipe,
after first name. No.
First
After first name. Type in single quote
single quote. Okay.
and then type in. Wait. Get rid of
Okay.
that. Yes. Okay. Type in. Phone number is. Phone number. No underscore. If it's underscore, I will tell you to type underscore. Phone number is single quote pipe. Now execute this. Okay.
Steven, phone number.
Before phone number, put a space. Before phone, put a space. Why would you put a space there? How would that make a difference? How would that make a difference?
Oh, okay. In that case, we have to
Single
do
quote.
it.
Single quote.
Single quote.
No. You guys did not understand this. Oh, it's okay. Let me share screen. I showed this twice already.
After the first name and
Yeah.
before in between the first name and the phone number, put a space inside the
Single
inside
quote.
the
Single
no,
quote.
not here.
Okay.
After the first name, where you have written in the single quotes phone number is, put a space in there.
After the first name.
Here, yes, yeah, 4 characters more. Go 4 characters to your left, right. Yes, put a space in here. Yeah, now execute.
This will not work.
1 second. This is what you want to execute, right?
Yes, execute that.
Yes.
I don't think so that this is gonna work.
This is correct.
This is correct. Oh, yeah. Okay, now I see. From here.
Guys, hold on. We cannot proceed like this. I told you concatenation is used to concatenate a fixed value or 2 columns. Remember? Over here, I want to concatenate the word phone number is with a column. And also concatenation is used to concatenate two columns with it. Okay, finish this question. I already 99% is done.
Okay, phone number and email. With the email, you want to be finished, right? The phone number is done.
Yeah, before email again, you will write email is in single
And
quote.
email is in single quote because we have to add that phrase. It doesn't exist there.
Yeah, single quotes.
That's
No.
what you want to be.
Hold on, Kamran, you didn't understand this. Let me share.
Before and
No.
Cameron?
Okay.
Guys, to be honest, I am completely lost. Like
I know.
everyone is saying different thing. Like one person should guide until the end because I don't know this.
Wait, let me share screen. It's not just you. More than 2-3 people are confused about this. So can everybody see my screen? And you can stop sharing for now. We'll take a break after this. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Can somebody give me the question? Oh, actually, I have it. It's okay. I want data to look like this. Where will this come from? Start from this one. Don't start putting name, pipe, phone number, pipe, email. No, slow down. Go one column at a time. Where will Stephen come from? Stephen will come from first name, right? So get rid of the star. Type in first underscore name. Break down your task into smaller parts. Don't start typing substring and then in that in string. You will never get it. Okay. So I'm getting all the first names. Okay. And I need to type in phone number is. So I will type in pipe, single quote, space, single quote is. Now execute this. Ellen's phone number is, Sundar's phone number is. So we are done till here. Where will you get this from? You will get this from phone number column. If you're adding a fixed string, it should be in a single quote. If you're adding a column, concatenating a column, it should be just the column. Now execute this. I need a space. So I'll put a space here because right now I see it's like this. Okay. Donald's phone number is this. Okay. And then I need to type in and email is. Copy this. Pipe, single quote. Okay. Now execute this. And email is. Where will you get email from? You will get it from the email column because it's a column. You will not put it in single quotes. I don't know what the confusion here is. An email is this. And then I have to type in @gmail.com at the end of every email. Please execute this. So much confusion. So much confusion. Simple. Start with this thing. Where will you get Stephen from? You will get it from the first name. And then this is not there in the table, right? So you will type this out, right? And then phone number is there in the table here. And email is not there in the table. It's a fixed string. So you will put it in pipe, single quote, single quote. Email is there. @gmail.com is not there. So you will put it in whatever you do not have in the table and it's fixed for everybody. For example, phone number is fixed for everybody. You will put it in single quotes. Is this clear?
Abdul, I have a question. So there is a first name, Stevens, quote and is. Can you add that one as well?
Yeah. So
that was in the previous recordings, but again, I didn't find the information on that queue online.
that's it.
But you used some kind of a queue operator or whatever in the previous.
Yeah, you can do that. But if you want, okay. So this is slightly tricky. So I never use that queue operator. I just use this. Okay. Suppose if you want to put a single quote between two single quotes, you cannot just put like this. This will not work. Okay. This will not work. Okay. You need to put, if you want to put a single quote within two single quotes, then you need to type in two single quotes. Then it will work. Clear?
Yes, thank you.
Is this clear to everyone? Try that out. Just execute that code. Guys, I'm saying that don't, because even when you guys were doing it right now, you guys started typing in first name, pipe, phone number. No, break it down. Break it down. Even when I asked you to get all the first 4 characters, you guys started typing substring, bracket, open, no. Get as close to the final answer as possible. First start with the table, then see which columns do you need. Okay, start with one column. Okay, you saw how I did it, right? I just queried this one first. There is no shame in doing one step at a time. It's okay. Okay, then type in this part. Then type in this part. Okay. So Ellen's phone number is, okay. Then type in the phone number part. Okay, like this. Then type in this. Okay, then type in email is. Go one step at a time. The way you guys are doing it, even I don't do it after so much years of experience, because I know it will not work. Okay, break it down into smaller parts, and you would be able to do it. Okay, is this clear? Concatenation, I'm again explaining it. Concatenation is used, pipe, or the word concat is used to combine 2 columns or a column with a fixed value. Okay, you can either do select first underscore name, pipe last underscore name from HR.employees. Then either can from HR.employees. Okay, you can either do this. You can concatenate first name and last name, or you can concatenate column. You can concatenate 2 columns, or you can concatenate a column with a fixed value. See, you can do either concatenate a column with a fixed value, or you can concatenate 2 columns. Is this clear? Explain this in the last class or the class before that. I don't remember. Is this clear to everyone now?
Clear.
Agam? Ken, let me do one more exercise. So how many constraints does employees table have? How many constraints does employees table have? Employees table has like bunch of constraints, like 10 constraints, right? I want to disable these constraints. I want to disable these constraints. Will you type in alter table name, disable constraint, and this constraint name, alter table, HR.employees, disable constraint, and then this name? Will you write it 10 times? No, I will not write it 10 times. This is what I will do. Select star from all underscore constraints where table underscore name equal employees and owner equals HR. Okay, when I execute this, okay, always type select in one line, from in one line, and where in one line. You don't have to, but it makes it easier. So I have all the constraint names here, right? So over here, I will get rid of the star. I will type in alter table, and then pipe table underscore name. See what happens. Please do not execute the alter statements. I'm just showing. Okay, alter table. See, alter table employees. You can put a schema name also. You can type in owner pipe single quote dot single quote, and then pipe. See. Oh, sorry, owner. Invalid identifier, wrong column. So I'm typing alter table name, and then I will type in disable constraint alter table name disable constraint, and then I will type in pipe constraint underscore name, then pipe, then single quote, this single quote. See, alter table name disable constraint, and this is the constraint underscore name. I can just take this and execute it blindly. I can just, in one shot, I can disable. I don't have to worry that I wrote the wrong column name. I don't have to worry that I wrote the wrong constraint name or the wrong table name, right? Is that clear? If a table has 100 constraints on it, you're not going to type in alter table name and then disable constraint and each constraint name, right? This is how you will do it. This will give you a ready-made alter statement, alter table name, disable constraint, and then the constraint name. Is that clear to everyone? The all constraints will have this value, and this value. All constraints will only have HR employees and then the constraint name. You won't have alter table, you won't have dot, you won't have disable constraint. So whatever you don't have, you will put it in single quotes. The columns which you have will not go in single quotes. Is that clear? You can try this out. Don't execute. Don't take all these and execute this. Okay. This is how you can generate the altered statements.
Abdul, only the last name is a little bit confused for me. Like at the end of the query, you see after the emp. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. This
You
part
won't.
is.
You're not seeing the underscore here. If for some reason it's not displaying the underscore, but if I copy this and paste it here, this is the constraint name, right? So this is the constraint name here, right? Do you see it?
Yeah, Abdul, about that, the constraint, you name it, right? You give the name to the constraint because usually it's a code if you don't name the constraint.
If you don't name the constraint, it will automatically come in as sys underscore coo. Let me show you here.
Yeah, okay.
You can
Because when I was trying to drop it, it's a code. It's just like
see.
yeah,
This
like
is,
random code.
when you see a constraint name like this, that means this is database generated one. I don't know why I keep getting this. Okay, whenever you don't give a constraint name, it will generate. This is the Oracle database generated constraint name. This is optional, and if you give a constraint name, it will display that. See, I'm seeing all the constraints here because these were given. The name was given. Is that clear? So these are all the constraint names. I don't have to type in alter table, disable constraint, and then paste the name here. Okay.
Can you please copy and paste to the chat?
I already did. Okay, once again, don't take that query and execute. You can execute this query, but don't take this and execute. Okay, don't mess with the actual tables. Okay, take a backup, create constraints on it, and you can. Another thing.
Yeah, this is a good
Hold
example.
on 1 second. Whenever you create a constraint like this constraint name cannot be used anywhere in the schema. When you created so this constraint cannot be used for any other table. Constraint names are unique, just like table name is unique. You cannot use that in the same database, in the same schema. Again, constraint names are the same. Once you create this constraint, it cannot be used. See, if I try to create a table with this constraint name, it will say constraint name is already in use. Okay, so let me try to create 1 second, I'll get back to you. Create table hr.emp underscore 6 underscore 7. I will say emp id number, and then I will create table, and then I'll create this table. So table created. Then I will say alter table name, add alter table name, add constraint. No, add primary key. Add primary key on which column? On emp id. Missing left parenthesis. How do you give a? Give me 1 second, okay. I'm trying to create a constraint with a name. Usually I let database give it a name. So I'm trying to create a constraint and I'm trying to give it a name. So
I think you have to put it before and then primary and then whatever table. And
yeah,
Yeah.
that's correct. So alter table name, add constraint. So I'm going to give it this name, primary key on emp id. Where is this? See, name is already used by an existing constraint. So a table has a constraint. You cannot use these constraints for any other table in this schema. You can use it in the other schemas. Okay, I'll take one question and then we'll take a break. Somebody was asking a question.
Well, I was saying that it's probably a good. There was a good example to create multiple commands, which we might have to sometime, maybe just to
Yeah.
insert data, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you can generate your own alter table scripts, or you can generate your all. So suppose you want to create a table. Okay. So you already have a table, right? So I want to generate the the create table statement for employees table. So you can say select star from all underscore tab underscore columns where owner, I've never done this, so but you can do it from here. Owner equals HR and table underscore name equals employees, and execute this. So you have all the column names here, you have all the data types here, and you have all the lengths and precision here. So you can say to create table name, you'll have create table name, and then you can say, how do you create a table? You need to have these brackets, and then the column and the data type, right? So how will you have a bracket? You will have a bracket like this. You'll have a bracket like this. So I have this one. Then I need to have the column names. So I will type in pipe column underscore name. Now execute this. Oh, it's giving this for everybody. Get rid of this. You don't need that. We can put that manually. So you have all the column names. After the column names, you need to have the data type, right? So just type in pipe data underscore type. See, altered create table name, employee underscore ID. You need to have a space here. So usually you will have the column name and the data type, column name and then column name and then the data type, right? And then you need to have the length also, varchar 215. So you can type in data type pipe, then you have something called as length, right? There's something called as length. precision. No, there is nothing called as length. So
Length of column name or something like that. No.
no, there is something called as precision and scale. You have
Is it
something
length
called as,
table name?
no, you have data underscore length and then data underscore precision. So you have data underscore. And so when you execute this, your create table starts to get formed here. Let me put a space here. See, or create table. So I can take, and then I need to have a comma. When you start writing your create table, you can just do it like this, right? Create table. Actually, when I'm creating a table, I can just put like this over here. And put it up there. So create table employee underscore ID number 22 first name. Oh, this should be in brackets. So the data length should be in brackets, right? Because you have varchar 2 and you should have something like this, right? Should have something like this, right? So how do you put brackets before and after the data length? You can put
Yeah.
you can execute this. You don't need to know all of this. See, now you have varchar 220, varchar 225. Your create table statement is getting formed here slowly. Oh wait, sorry, I put it in the. Where did it go? So your create table statement, you can see, create table employee ID number 22, 20, 25, 25, 7, hire date. This is the date field varchar 2. So you can generate using these all tables, all underscore tables and all underscore all tab columns. So I'll show this one last example and we'll.
Abdul, I'm sorry. What if there is no work? What if there's number? Number will also go in the
I think you can still execute this.
even in brackets.
Yeah, I think you can still execute this. Once again, let me check. Like I said, I've never done that. Usually if I want the DDL, I just go here and grab it from here. But you can generate it from here also. Oh yeah, you can put number 6, 0. So you can also put hold on one second. You also have something called as data underscore length and data underscore precision, right? See, 22,6. So salary is 22,8. Commission percentage is 22. So you can play around with this table and see how. So I need to have employee ID 6, 0. So I need to have employee ID or data underscore scale, not precision. Data underscore scale, length and scale. Yeah. So I need to get this 0 inside this bracket, right? I need to get this 0 inside the bracket. So I will take this data underscore scale. I'm going to take this data underscore scale and I'm going to put it like pipe. And then I'm going to put, see, now this will work. See, 22, 0. Varchar. So then I can write an if statement. If data type is number, then do this. If data type is varchar, then don't put anything after this. Just take that. So I'm going to cover that later today. Actually, that's the next question. If then else. If data type is number, put data length comma data scale. If data type is varchar, then just put only data length. That is the next part. So I can cover that later. But you guys get the idea, right? Like how you can use the existing tables to generate alter statements, alter table, table name, disable constraint, and create table. You can generate all of this. Okay. Let's take a 10-minute break and then we'll be back.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Is everyone back? Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let's proceed. So there is one question I gave. So I covered everything in the assignment, 4 and 5, except the last question. So please do that. And if not, we'll cover it tomorrow. Okay, I want you guys to research and see what is the difference between case and decode. Okay. So the topics I want to cover today is group by. Okay. So my question, this is slightly complicated. You can expect one interview question from this. I want to calculate highest salary actually no. Let me not write queries for this. You guys can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let me explain a little bit and then okay. Suppose I have a student table. Okay, I have student ID. I have student ID in it. Then I have student name. Then I have subject and marks. Okay, this is slightly complicated, so please watch this. So I have student ID 1, student name is Abdul, subject is English, and then marks is 99 out of 100. So student ID 1, subject English, and then science, then it's 98. And then the last one is going to be then it is going to be 97. Okay. Okay, I have 2 more students. Second student is Turav. Third student is Ali. Okay, and they have 94, 95, 96, 91, 92, 93. Suppose I have data like this in a table. My requirement here is I want to find out the highest marks for each student. I want to find out the highest marks for each student. Okay, so what will be my output look like? Can someone tell me? What would be my output?
It should be according to the names of the students.
Okay, so what would be the column names?
The same column names, right? But it's
No.
going to be student
But
ID.
only 3 rows?
You will have something like this.
Yeah, like
Or-
highest salary or highest score.
That's okay. We'll just keep it like this. Okay. This is my final columns. This is my final column, right? Now, what would be the data? What would the data look like?
3 rows?
Student
Yeah.
ID.
Sorry, somebody's. Sonia, what did you say?
The 3 rows, each name will have 1 row.
Very good. Very good. So this is what my output will be. Can everybody go mute? So this is what my output will be. This is what my output will be. Okay. Now, is this correct? Does everybody agree that this is my output?
Yes.
Okay. This is the highest marks for each student. Okay. Now, can someone tell me what is happening between data here and here?
It doesn't take the duplicate names first of all, right?
Yes. So over here, I have student ID
Duplicate.
1.
Yes.
I have student ID 1 3 times. I have it over here just once because I want to find out the highest marks, right? So it's going to find out the highest marks in all these 3 subjects, which is this one. So my out in my on the left side, I have three rows for Abdul. On the right side, I have only one. So what did I do? I grouped.
Distinct.
I not distinct. I grouped all these 1 1 1 into one group. I grouped. So listen to the term I'm using. I grouped all the similar names into one name. Then I took the highest of this. There are 3 2s. So I grouped all 2s into 1 2. I grouped all Turabs into one Turab. And then I took the highest. I have 3 3s. So I grouped it into 1 3. I have 3 Alis. So I put it into one Ali. Then I took the highest marks. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes.
Okay. If this is clear, that's it. It's very easy to explain. So once again, I have data like this. I want to find out the highest marks for. If I want to find out the highest marks in the entire class, I can just say select max of marks from the student table. I will get this, right? But I want it for each student. Maximum marks for each student. Maximum marks for each student. If I want it in the entire database, if I want it in the entire table, I can just say select max of marks from students, right? So let's try this out. Create table, not employee, student. I will have student ID, number, student name, varchar 215. Then I will have subject, which is that marks is going to be number. Insert into student values. Okay, I'll just write it down here.
Abdul, I think forgot for just the science.
What was that?
Single code for science.
Yeah, I'm missing it somewhere. Where am I missing that? Oh yeah, here.
Science.
Yeah, thank you. The best thing about Notepad++ is, suppose you want to copy just this column, you can do it like this. You cannot do this in Notepad. Suppose you want to copy only this, you can copy like this. Okay. Okay, let me, so is this all good? One Abdul English, science, math, English, science, math, English, science, math. Okay, so I'm going to place my cursor here and execute this. I will also give you the query so you guys can try it at the same time. Oh wait, what did I, okay. No, wait, I didn't. No, don't use that, okay? Don't use it. Okay, use this. No, it's not taking it. I think this should work. Nope. 3 early English 91. Only copying till here. No, it's not copying. Okay, let me send this first. Let's execute this first and then execute this. Okay, I send it in two separate. So I placed my cursor at the top and I did select. Now I'm going to do, I'll do select star from. I want to find out the highest marks for each student. If I want to find out the highest marks in this entire class, I will say select max of marks from this table, right? I'll give you the max of marks in this, which is 99. But I want it for each student. So this is how you would do it. So you will type in select student underscore ID, student underscore name, max of marks from student table, group by. And when you execute this will give you the maximum marks for each student. So what did you do? You grouped student IDs and student name. You grouped student IDs, all the similar student IDs into one, all the similar student names into one, and you will only get one here. You combined 3 columns into one column. You combined 3 columns into one column. You combined 3 columns into one column. Because in the output, you only want 1 row per student with the maximum marks. Is that clear to everyone?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So this will give you the maximum marks for each student. If you want the maximum marks in the entire class, You just execute this. This will give you the maximum max in the entire class, but for each student you will get this. Okay, then you can also get the minimum marks for each student, and you can also get the average marks for each student. Then you can get the sum of marks for each student. See, Abdul's highest marks is 99, lowest is 97, average is 98, sum is 294 for each student. You can do the same thing for the entire class. You can do it for the entire class, and you'll get this. Sorry. You want to do it for the entire class, you'll have to do like this. This is for the entire class. Highest marks is 99 in the entire class. That is for Abdul. This is for Ali. Lowest marks, average, and the sum. This is for each student. Is this clear to everyone? The most important thing is group by. You're grouping similar student IDs into one student ID. You're grouping similar student names into one, and then you're getting the max or min. Okay, this is called aggregate column. Okay, this is called non-aggregate column. Non-aggregate. What does aggregate mean? Something you can do a max, min, highest, lowest, sum. You cannot do min, max on student ID. You cannot do min, max on name, right? So these are non-aggregate columns. This is aggregate column. So you will always do a group by on the non-aggregate column, and then on the aggregate column, you will do max or min. Let me go back. So always remember, whatever columns, non-aggregate columns you have in your select statement, it should be part of the group by. You cannot have student ID and student name and remove student name here. This will not work. This will not work. So if you have two columns here, you should have two columns here. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes.
Okay. So this is how you do group by. Now, let me get rid of all of this. Okay. Now, I want to find out all students whose maximum marks is greater than 97. I want to find out, right now I have 3, right? I want to find out all the students whose maximum marks is greater than 97. How will I do it?
Do we add where statement? Can we?
Okay, so this is the answer I was expecting, but no. You cannot filter out data on aggregate columns using where. Okay, normally, if I want to filter out data, this is how I would do it, right? Select star from student ID, where student underscore ID equals 1. This is how I filter out data, right? But if you're filtering out data on a column on which you're doing aggregate, you have to use having. You cannot use where. Very important interview question. What is the difference between where and having? So you say having marks greater than 96. So right now you're getting all 3. I want to filter out based on this column. So you have to use having. You cannot use where. You can use where on this and this. You cannot use where on this. On this, you have to use having.
Abdul.
Yeah.
So when you mention you cannot use where, is it belong? I mean, are you talking only for the group, like the query for the grouping, or for everything?
No, you can still use where for this and this.
No, I mean, because the previous classes, let's say, we were doing that where the salary is, but salary is also aggregating, right?
Salary is not aggregating. Max
But
of salary is aggregating.
No, I know, but as a column, right? So here,
Okay. Now I want to find out. What do you want to do? You want to find out where salary greater than 5,000. This is what you're talking about.
as I understand that we cannot use where if we use the grouping, right? Like a group, blah blah blah.
No.
So we
No,
where.
you cannot use where when you have max or min and you're using group by. You cannot use where on this. You have to use having on this. If you want
So
to filter.
if you're gonna say, let's say, select max salary from HR employees where the salary more than like a bigger than 5,000. So is it wrong? Yeah, this one is gonna be missed wrong or
See, max salary is going to be 24,000, right? And again, in the where statement, you're not using max of salary. You're using just salary, right? Over here, I'm using max of marks. So there's a difference between this and this.
I know, but like why you are not able to use the where without max to the marks on
Because,
the top here?
Because
okay, so no, don't use the max. Where the marks is more than yes, take out the max and just the marks.
You are already getting the maximum marks. So does it matter marks is equal to 10 or 20? You are already getting maximum.
1 second, hold on 1 second, one at a time. So you're saying why can I not use this? Because I am doing an aggregate on marks, right? So I have to say where max of marks, and I have to say having here. And then only then this will work. You can still use where. You can use where here, where student underscore ID in 1, 2. Okay. You can still use this. You can use where on the non-aggregate columns. And if you want to filter out data on non-aggregate columns, you have to use where. If you want to filter out data on aggregate columns, you have to use having. So in the same group by, you can use where and having. But to filter out data on this, having, to filter out data on these columns, you have to use where. You can execute this entire thing. Or I can say greater than 94.
Okay, Abdul, but where statement has to go before group by, right?
Yes.
Because I just tried the other way and it didn't work.
No. So see, as soon as you write from, you have to write where. This is what we did previously, right? But when you say group by, then you have to use having. Having will come after always group by. Where will always come after from.
That was my question. So that here the problem is about the group by. Let's say if we can, I mean, the having is because of the group by, right? That we are not able to use the max salary or max marks.
Yes.
Because usually we're using the where max salary is, let's say, bigger than 24,000. It was working like fine before. So because of the group by, right now we are not able to use the where, but we have to use the having. Is it correct?
Yes, you can still, when you're using group by, you can still use where. You can
before that.
Yeah, you can still use this. Okay, but you're right. If when you're doing a group by and you want to filter out on this, then you have to use having.
So let's say in interview we are not able to answer them that we are not able to use the let's say where statement, I mean the where with the aggravating. We should say that we cannot use the where with aggravating column if there is a group by or group by query.
Correct. But
yes,
you can still use where on the non-aggregate columns.
Okay.
But yeah, So in interview, they will ask you, what is the difference between where and having? All you have to say is where is used to filter out data, having is used to filter out data on the column on which you're doing aggregate operations like min, max, like that. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes.
Okay. I want to send you I never save this. I don't know why. Give me 1 second. Sorry, give me 1 second. I don't know where I saved it. Batch 8. No. Not here. Not here. Nope. Where did I save it? Sorry, I'll try to get that. I don't know where it is.
Abdul, can I say something in this?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, sure. Actually, in my opinion, one more from my perspective, I say that the having is you can do when only we can use this just same like where and having, and the having only used when we use the like aggregate column when you combine. Having clause will be um, like maximum, average. Those are combined for combining the group. So in that condition, we only use the having.
Yeah, where and having both are used to filter out data. But
Basically, it's the same thing, only where and having, but only the difference is that, yes, when you use the group or something like maximum or average, so it's a
yeah,
group. So when the functions group function use, then we use the having, but
yeah,
it almost like a where actually.
yeah, both are used to filter out data. One is used to simply filter out data on a column. The other one is if you're using group by and you have to want to filter out on an aggregate column, like max or min, you use having. Okay. Is this clear to everyone? Now let's okay. Now let's move on. So I'm going to create table emp underscore group by. This is an important interview question. I'm covering the second interview question. So emp ID number, emp name, character 215, and then salary is a number.
Is this the one about the duplicates?
Yes. So I know I can tell you watch the video. This is about the duplicates. So insert into, guys, watch the videos. It will be like it will be like a refresher course for you. Insert into table values. So 1 comma Abdul, comma 10. So let me over here. I'll make it 2 Ali 20, and I'll say 3 30. Okay, try this out. I don't know if I will be able to send all of it. Yeah, I'm able to send all of it. Okay, cool. So second interview question. I don't know, I've covered a lot of interview questions today. No, actually, no. We spent too much time on assignment. So this is the second interview question today. Select star from okay. This is a very common thing. Find out the duplicates in this table. How will you find out duplicates in this table? Can someone tell me? The Abdul is there 3 times, Ali is there twice, and Turab is there once. So how will you find out the duplicates in this table?
Count. So
That's like 5% of my answer. Give me more than that. Give me more than that.
select count.
So select
Count.
emp ID,
Emp ID.
emp name,
Name. Count.
count star,
From table. Group by. Emp ID. EMP name.
okay?
Okay. Having count star greater than 1.
Very good. Who is this?
Turab.
Okay, Turab. Okay, so let me execute both of these at the same time. I use this a lot at work. So, and this is a short interview question. They will ask you this question every single time. If they do not ask you this question, it means they don't know what they're doing. Okay. So I have a table where it has Abdul 3 times, Ali 2 times, Turab 1. I want to find out all the records which are duplicates, like more than 1. So I will just select emp ID, emp name, count star from this table, group by emp ID, emp name, having count star greater than 1. So it will say Abdul is great. Okay, if I don't put this, I shouldn't have put this. If I just execute this, it will tell me Abdul is occurring 3 times in this table, Ali is occurring 2 times, Turab is occurring 1 time in this table. Okay, I don't want any employees which is coming 1 time. So I will say having count star. I'm going to filter out on this count star and say greater than 1. Sorry. This is clear. Second interview question. How do you find duplicates in a table? You will have to say select column 1, column 2, count star from the table, group by column 1, column 2, having count star greater than 1. You cannot have emp ID and emp name and just have emp ID here. Okay, this will give you an error because whatever non-aggregate columns you have, you should have that in your group by. So you can get rid of emp name. Now this will work. So you will only have emp ID is coming in 3 times, emp ID 2 is coming in 2 times. You want to see name, emp name. You want to see employee name also, then put it in the select. The moment you put that thing in the select, it has to go in the group by. Is this clear? Is having how to find out duplicates in a table. This is very common. I use this at least once a week.
Abdul, I have a question.
Yeah.
So let's say we have 20 columns, right? Do we need to mention the 20 columns in the statement to get the right result?
Yeah.
Let's say my columns, the rows data is very similar.
Why?
Okay.
Why would you? If you have a primary.
Mhm. Yeah, actually, you're right. I don't have primary.
Okay.
key.
Yeah, then you would have to mention. See, right now I don't need to. If I want more details, I will put Abdul. I'll put emp name and all of that. Okay. I can just say employee ID. I don't need to know. But if somebody says give me the employee ID and the name, then you will have to put two columns. If somebody says give me the employee ID, employee name, and the department, then you'll have to put three. But you can just use at least one, and you should be okay. If somebody says I want that employee ID, name, department ID, salary, all of this, then you have to put all of that.
So, so Abdul, to make it clear, whatever column names you specify in select, besides from the aggregate column, they have to be part of group by as well.
Yes, I showed two times, right? If you don't have this, it will fail. If you
Okay.
have this here and you don't have emp name here, it will fail.
Okay.
Is this clear to everyone? Okay. Now, can somebody write a query to give me the maximum salary in each department? I have like 11 departments. I want to find out the maximum salary in each department. Turab, not you.
I can give it a shot.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Select employee ID. If we want first name, yes, employee ID, first name, and uh, salary, and also you. So you want max salary, right?
Max salary in each department.
Okay, max salary in each department. So it will be department ID, and then we will specify max salary, max parenthesis salary, and then we will say uh, group by employee ID, first name, and salary, department ID, having max salary.
Yep.
Yeah, having max. So what is it? The condition here, max salary is equal to or greater than. Uh, I forgot what was the condition.
This is the answer.
Okay.
I did not ask you anything related to employee information. I said give me the maximum salary in each department. Listen to the question carefully. Maximum salary in each department. I don't know why you're bringing in employee ID first. You have salary here and then max of salary also.
Yeah, I was going to go with the employee information also. Okay.
No, you cannot have employee information. I'm not asking for employee information. I said there's many departments. Give me the maximum salary in each department.
Group by department ID.
Why are you saying having max salary? I did
No,
not
no,
say. Did I ask
yeah,
you to filter out data? I did not.
yeah.
This
There's
query
no
is
condition
this
here.
one.
Okay.
You complicated it to this.
Yeah.
So this will give me the maximum salary in each department. Simple. Don't complicate your answers. The maximum salary in department ID 10 is 4,400. Maximum salary in department ID is 1,300. Maximum salary in department ID 30 is 11,000. How do you know? How do you know my query is correct? Let's test it out. So there is only one employee in department ID. So the maximum salary is going to be 4,400. That's what we saw, right? 4,400. Now I will take 20. Maximum salary is 13,000 in department ID 20. 13,000. Is that clear? Now I want to find out the maximum salary in only department ID 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. I don't want it for all of them. I want to find out the maximum salary in only the 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. How would I do it? Turab, not you. Others.
Okay. Yeah. Select department ID, comma, max salary from employees, where department ID in, and we specify the range. Department ID, yes, and parentheses and the range with the using commas, right? And then we say group by, and yeah, that should be it.
So this will, I'm still using where on a non-aggregate column. Now I want to find out the maximum salary in department ID 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, where the maximum salary is greater than 10,000 only. Right now I'm seeing all of these. I only want greater than 10,000.
Yeah. Then you're gonna use having.
Where will I put having?
Oh, that will be after group by.
Here?
Yeah, no. The line in between order by, group by, and order by.
Okay.
Having max salary greater than whatever number we want to specify.
That's correct. So I'm using where and having in the same. Where is used for whatever I have in the select. Having is used to filter out data on the aggregate column. Is this clear to everyone? Is this clear?
Yes.
Play around with this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Abdul, I'm executing the first query and it's giving me an error.
Which first query?
This one, select department ID. I can paste in here.
Select department ID, max of salary from HR.employees, group.
There is an underscore, that's why.
It's working for me.
Yeah, it's working for me also now.
Anybody has any questions? Third interview question is going to be, the third interview question is going to be, the third interview question I'm going to cover today is, third interview question is, I want to delete all duplicates and keep one row. For example, the output should be 1 Abdul 10, 2 Ali 20, and 3 Turab 30. I want to delete these two Abduls and I want to delete this Ali. Is the question clear?
Yes.
I'll explain again since they ask this in every interview. I have data like this. I want to see data like this. I want to see data like this. Don't say select star, select distinct. No, this will not delete. This will only display the data after removing duplicates. Is that clear? This will not delete. So if I remove this distinct, you will again see, unless you
Because
write
of,
a delete statement, it will not delete data.
because
Okay?
it's select statement, so it will only change in a
Display.
view.
Yeah, it will only display a different view of that base table. Now, how will you delete this, Abdul? Can I say delete from table where emp id equals to 1? It will delete all three, right?
I think we have to alter.
Where did alter come into picture? Alter is used to add a column, rename the column, change the
Structure of
data
the
type. Guys, I'm telling you, don't get confused between alter and update. Alter, did I ask to add a new column like bonus or something? No, I'm saying inside the table, I want to do something. The moment I say inside the table, you have to use DMLs, insert, update, delete. When I say do something to the structure of the table, like change the data type, add a constraint, change the name, add a column, then you use an alter. Right now, I'm asking you to delete this Abdul and this Abdul. How can you do that? Can someone tell me how to delete this Abdul and this Abdul? I cannot say delete from table where emp id equals to 1. It will delete all of these, right? So how will I differentiate between this row, and this row is my question.
Abdul, are we able to use the delete with the same time group by? Or
No. Yeah, you can use delete with group by. Okay, forget about group by. I have a table with these three records. How do I delete only this and this? Because if I say delete from table where emp id equals to 1, it will delete all three, right? If I say delete from table where emp id equals to 1 and name equals to Abdul, it will delete all three, right? How do I delete only this and this? I cannot do based on emp id, right? I cannot do based on emp id and emp name, right? Not do, because these are all the same. Now, there is a concept in databases called row num. Oh, sorry, there is a concept called row ID. So what is a row ID? Very important interview question. I'm covering 2 interview questions in this. Actually, I covered like 5 interview questions today, but yeah, today's recording is very important. Every time a record gets inserted into the database, it has its own address. How do you find out the address where this record is present? You will type in row ID. So this is the physical address where this record is present. This is the physical address where this record is present. This is a physical address where this. It's like these 3 brothers stay in the same house, but they have their own separate rooms. So these 3 are in the same table, but they have their own individual address. See, AAA, AAB, AAC, AAD, AAE, AAF. On my hard disk, this is where row ID means the address for each row. Even if the rows are same, they have their own individual. Location in the disk. Clear? Is that clear?
So,
Now,
so basically, row ID is system generated column.
what?
Row ID is basically for any table. In any table, it's
Any record which is existing in the database, whether it's employee table or department table, it has its own individual address. Even though the record looks the same, they are stored in three different locations. Is that clear to everyone? So first of all, you need to know what is row ID. Row ID means the address for each row in the database. Next question, what is the difference between row ID and row num? Row num means it will just give assign values like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First interview question, what is row ID? Second interview question, what is row num? Third interview question, how do you delete records? How do you delete duplicate records? So what is row ID? It's the address of each record in the database. What is row num? Sequentially generated numbers. Sequentially generated number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. How do you delete duplicate records? First question, what is row ID? What is row num? And the third interview question is how do you delete duplicate records? So I'm not going to worry about row num now. Row num is just I wanted to tell you because that's the follow-up question for row ID. Now, how do I delete duplicate records in a table? I cannot do it on this, it will delete all these. I cannot do it on this, it will delete all this. What I'm going to do is I will take this query, okay, and I will say, let's keep this one, and this one. Okay, let's keep the AAA. Out of AAA, AAB, and AAC, I will keep AAA. Out of AAD and AAE, I will keep the D. Okay, which is the minimum ones, right? So I will type in min row ID. I didn't want to mess with that query. I will type in here min row ID. Then I will say group by. And I will say group by. So I got this one, right? I got AAA. I did not get. So I'm going to keep this one, and this one. AAA, AAD, and AAF. I want to keep AAA, AAD, and AAF. Okay. Now I will write a delete statement. Delete from
We're
table.
not, yeah,
Hold on. Where
not in.
row ID not in so when I put row ID outside the bracket, inside the bracket, I can only have row ID. So when you execute this, I will only keep the records at this address. Sorry, not there. The row ID not in. So when I execute my inner query, I'm saying so when I execute the inner query, I'm saying these row ID. So I'm saying delete everything from these tables except the addresses, except these addresses. I'm saying delete everything from these tables. Delete everything from this table. Okay, except the row IDs which are not this. So what are all the row IDs in this table? What are all the row IDs in this table? you have A, B, A, C. So I'm saying delete everything from this table except, so I'm saying delete everything from this table except this row ID, this row ID, and this row ID, except this row ID, this row ID, and this row ID. Is that clear? What happens if I put max? If I put max, it will keep this row ID, this row ID, and this row ID. If I put min, it will retain this one, and this one. So it doesn't matter. They're all the same values. So I'm going to execute this delete from table where row ID not in, select min row ID from this table. So it says 3 rows deleted. Now I'm going to do select star. Now I'll just do select star on this table. I deleted all the duplicates.
The only difference I see is that we will have a different row num for the remaining lines.
Row
Is that,
num?
yeah?
What row num?
I mean, we have row ID and row num, right? Which
Row
is
num is row num is
sequential.
sequentially generated. I don't care.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
My
That is.
row num has nothing to do with deleting duplicates. It just generates values whatever you have.
Right. No. That's why I said that with the resulting table or resulting values or resulting records, the row nums will automatically adjust.
Of course, because now we only have 3 records in this table. So of course it will be 1, 2, 3. If I delete this, it will automatically become 1, 2. Okay, that row num is kind of a dumb SQL thing. Whatever it's here, it will just assign values to it. That's all. Row ID is more important here. Okay, is this clear to everyone? You can expect an interview question on this. There are 5 or 6 different ways of deleting duplicates. This is what I use all the time. Okay, is this clear? Let me do a rollback. So I have table with 6 records. I have duplicates. I want to keep this row, and this row. So I'm saying delete everything from this table, delete everything from this table except these row IDs. So if I execute the inner queries, so I have all of these row IDs. I have all of these row IDs. So I'm saying delete all these row IDs except these row IDs. So I'm saying delete all the row IDs except these 3 row IDs. So I'm saying don't delete this one, don't delete AAF, don't delete AAD. So I'm saying delete everything from this table except the 3 highlighted ones. So it will delete this. So this will go away, this will go away, and this will go away. These will go away. And I will be left with this one. Or if you say max, you will be left with this one, and this one. If you say max of min, if you say max, you will be left with these ones. You will be left with AAC, because out of AA, AB, and AAC, if you do group by, this will be the max. This is the min. So you can keep min or max, but this is how you delete records from a table. Duplicate records from a table. Try this out. Very important. Guaranteed. Guaranteed interview question. So out of all these interview questions, different kinds of joins, you guys know. Difference between where and having, you know. Duplicates in a table, you know. How do you delete duplicates in a table, you know. Different constraints, you know. Performance tuning, I will cover. I actually wanted to cover indexes today, but I don't have time. Difference between row ID and row num, you know. Rank and dense rank, I already showed you, but I'll cover in detail. Analytical functions, I will cover. I already showed you. Index, I wanted to cover today. DDL and DML. View, I showed you, but I will show you again. Somebody asked a random question, so I showed, but I will cover. view and materialize view. Delete and truncate, I already showed you. Unique constraint, I already showed you. What is it? I need to show you this. NVL, I already showed you. Decode and course was part of the assignment. Work on it. I will show you this. Change the structure of a table, you already know. LTRM and LPAD, you already know. Dual, you already know. SQL loader, I will show you. Partitions, I will show you. And string, I will show you. Any questions?
Abdul, can you please send the last queries to the?
I did.
Thank
Oh,
you.
this one also. See, all of these are okay. I'll just. I think I already sent the delete statement. How can you tell min and max of row ID? Yeah, if you execute the min this query, it will show you the min values. If you put max, it will show you the max. See, AAA, AAB, and AAC for the same employee. I have AAA and AAB and AAC. This is the min. This is the max. This one, this is the min. This is the max. But this one, it's min and max is the same because there is just one row, right? Turab is just one. So if you're saying delete from everything from this table except the minimum rows, it will not delete this. It will delete the ones in red. If you say delete the max, keep the max, it will keep this one, and this one, and it will delete the one in yellow. Clear? So I want to finish SQL by the 11th. Worst case, I want to finish by the 13th. I don't want to take any more classes on SQL after 13th. Okay, please work on all the assignments. Okay.
We're good for today.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Please watch the recording. We'll meet on Tuesday.
Your question is left.
Which one?
Ramil, yeah, you had the.
Ramil had a question.
Yeah, you said you'll ask something towards the end.
Abdul, if you want, I can ask you the next class if you have to leave right now.
Oh, I can answer right now.
Okay.
Ramil, were you asking about yesterday's question about how to find out in between two E's?
Yes.
Yeah, I did it, but I only get 2 columns. I don't know how to. Can you explain, Abdul?
What's the question?
Yeah, can you read in the chat? I just sent something.
So Abdul, let's say in one, let's say employee tables, okay, we have names, right? 107 names. Let's say I'm gonna choose 3 or 4 MPIDs, okay, and then over there I will ask a query that like find me the letters between 2 E's. So I'll send you right now the question.
Yeah, I did it, but I only get 2 columns. How do I put it in 1 column? Like if you execute this.
Okay, so if you guys give me something like this, I won't understand. So I'm going to start from scratch.
Okay, so the question is going to be find me.
Yeah, I got it. So you want to find out the records between this E and this E and this E and this E. So you want the output to be T and TT, right?
Yes.
Okay, very simple. You guys know it's already substring, right? So start with substring. Type in first underscore name. Okay, and I cannot put two here because E is the second character and E is the
fourth character.
Okay. no point in me writing a substring at all, right? So I want to, I have to find out. So no, I have to write substring. First, I have to find out the position of this E and the position of first E and position of the second E. How will I find out the position of the first E? I will type in string, first underscore name, and which I want to find out the position of E, right? And that 1, 1, 1. This I can find out the position of the first E. Okay, position of the first E is 2 and 4, correct? Right. So position of E is 2, position of E is 4, right?
Yes.
Right. Now I'm going to find out the position of the second E. So all I have to do is make it 1, 2. This will give me the position of the second E. Okay, no comma here. This will give me the position of the second E. Just count and make sure. 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. This is good, right? We wrote the formula for position of the first E and the second E. Now I'm going to type in substr, bracket open. I will type in first underscore name. What is the position of the first E? Okay, the position of the first E is this. And position of the second E is this. Okay, this is not the right answer, but it will take you close. Okay, now position of the first E.
Abdul, so here, that small issue here, because I always confuse. Why, if you put the insert about the second E, right? Why for the Peter it goes to the R?
Can you say that again?
Okay, so you see, let's say that the second E you put, right? So in the second E, you see first name, the employee ID 144 Peter. As long as you mention the second E, it doesn't stop on the second E, it goes till the R. But we mentioned the place for the E, right? Why it does go like a show me that till R?
So we are saying start from this and go
till E. Why it shows me R?
Okay. How does substring work?
Substring shows me wherever the which part of the, let's say, word I want to see, right?
Okay, so substring says first comma first name, and you say 1, 3.
Okay, let's say 1, 3. Okay.
Yeah, so we are saying starting. This first in string is saying first in string is okay. Let me get rid of this substring. When I execute this, I'm saying start from the second character. Start from the second character and give me total of 4 characters. So it will give you 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? 4 doesn't mean it's going to stop. It will give you the 4. It will. So this is the starting value. So we are going to substitute this in. So we are going to substitute in string here. So it will start from the second character. When you put the other substring here, it doesn't mean, it means give me total of these characters. So when you're saying give me, so let's look at the second one. I'm saying start from the 4th character, give me total of 7 characters. So it will go all the way till 7.
I see.
Okay. So now we know this is working fine, right? We know this is working fine. So you will type in substr. Wait. I want to find out data between this value and the position of the second E is 4.
I mean, we all guys here in the group, we were trying to do, we can find one of them, but not the second one, because as long as
no, this can be done. So you can say first underscore name, and then you can say this one. So it says start from this one. So start from this E. Start from this E. Okay. So we are going to put +1 here. We're going to put +1. So I'm going to get TER and I'm going to get TTE, right? So this is good, but now I want to stop at the position of the second E, right? Right? I want to,
Yes.
so my end value should be this. My starting value is this. And all the way to the end. Okay. And now I'll put
In string.
So this is good. So I want to stop at the second E. So this will find out the position of the second E. So substring will say start from this and give total of these. It's substring will not say start at this and stop at this, right? That's the problem. So let me take a look at this and I'll send it in like 10 minutes. Okay.
Okay, I mean, you can send me or like to us via email.
Yeah, I'll put it in the class.
Okay.
It can be done. Okay.
Abdul.
Yeah.
Can you just say give me the values between two int strings? How do you say that?
Good. So that's no, substring will give you values between two values, but it will not give you value between 1 and 3. It will start from 1 and give total of 3 characters. So over here,
Abdul, usually it's like it's correct if we use a two inster inside the substring, correct?
Two int strings. No. Not like we need to find out position between two int strings. That's the values between two int strings.
Correct. So
yeah, Abdul used already like a subster and open parenthesis. It was, I think, something else. Phone number.
Substring doesn't give you between.
Yeah, substring doesn't give you between. That's what I'm trying to explain. Substring doesn't give you in between. It will start from this one. So what does 1 mean? 1 means start at this value.
Okay.
3 means
Till
those
3.
total characters from first value. It doesn't mean end at this. It means starting from this one. Starting from this one, give total of 4 values. Starting from this one, give total of 4 values. So we have to figure out a way for it to stop at the second E. So we've calculated the position of second E. We need to make it stop at the position of second.
I think we did it with the phone number. We did, for example, 3, and at the end we did -3 to show up the values in between the dots. We did it last time with the phone number as the area code.
Yeah, but the thing was, in that one, at least the starting or the ending was consistent. Over here, the E's are different in different places, right?
Yes, that's why I'm getting 2 columns, and like the question is, how do you combine?
Okay, let me check.
So Abdul, one more question. So so you know how why I confused? As you remember, the last time we were thinking about the phone number, as Tanya said, right? So that was the second dot was the first column was after 3 digit, the second column was after 2 digit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so here, why it doesn't like accept it like that? Then here is the second E after 1 letter, and then in the second column, the second E after 2 letter.
Because here we would do 3 and -3, and the other one would be 5 and -5. That's like 2 different.
Yeah, over there we knew that if you do -4, it will come and stop there. Over here, I cannot say -1. It will work for this one. It will not work for this one. Okay. I need to look at this. Let me look at this and get back to you. Okay.
Okay.
That okay? Let me look at this and then I'll get back to you. So I think you have to use something like this: in string, in string, and in string. Let me show you this example I have. I actually gave this as an assignment. I created this table and I'm inserting this. You have to use some string and 3 strings in it. Okay, and so my question for this previous batch was select star from. My question was find all characters between the 2 hyphens. It's the same question as you guys have, right? See, the hyphen on the left side is also changing, on the right side is also changing. Okay, so
Yes, we did this one together too with you.
no, not this one. So see, in substring, I used 3 in strings. So I did minus one value of in string minus the other value of in string, and then minus 1. So you would have to do something similar here. So where is that?
So we did. So Tanya, as Tanya said, that we did the last time together at the class. But when we put the, let's say, same numbers like a -2, it deleted from Peter, but it doesn't delete from the Nanit. Nanit deletes after more than 5 digits. Let's say if we say that -5, it deletes the Nanit's E, the second E, but at that time it deletes completely Peter. It's gonna be null. This is the issue. It doesn't like like it doesn't apply at the same time both of the name, equal names, we can say. We say -2, it delete from Peter, but the nanit is still the, I mean, second E is over there. I don't know, like it was a little confusion.
I have the answer here. Right up. We have to use in substring first name. You have to use in string, and another in string. So you will get values between the 2 E's. Any questions?
So you did minus in string?
Yeah.
Is that a minus? Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
I need a break. I can probably explain this in the next class. But yeah, play around with this.
This class is tough for you.
No. It's like we have been speaking for the last 3.5 hours. So I can explain this. I did this for the previous batch, but I need to.
I mean, like tough questions.
No, we do this all the time at work. They always get like you have zip code and you want the last 4. I mean, those are simple ones. You don't do something complicated like this, but you should be ready for this at work. You never know what kind of requirements you get. Okay, in this case, let's break it down. So like I always say, break it down. Okay, so let's get of this. Okay, this will give me the position of this first in string will give me the position of the first E, and after that, right? So I put +1 here. I put +1. You guys already did this part, right? You guys already did this part. So first I need to find out the position of the first E. So this is the position of the first E, right? Now, I also need to find out the position of the second E, which you guys already did. Okay. Then I found out the position. What did I do here? I found out the position of, sorry, I found out the position of -1, 2. So I found out the position of the first E again, -1, 2. Starting from the right side, I found out the position of this one. Then I did this minus this, substring of this, and then comma, this minus this. Let me look into it, okay? But that's the answer. Take a look at it. We can discuss on Tuesday. Right? That's the answer you're looking for, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, then we can see ourselves, and then if we have again the confusion, you can break it up next class.
Tuesday. Okay, thank you everyone. Have a good day.
Okay. Okay then, I'll see you guys on Tuesday.
Okay, thank you very much.
Öldürmedi.
Ramiz çözdürdün Emre.
Mən sizə deyim də ki, o məsələn bilirəm Turab da keçən dəfə çox işləmir, amma həqiqi o bəzən o sual gələ bilər iş yerində ki, məsələn zip kodun axırındakı şunu ya da bəzi yerlərdə ola bilər ki, deyək də kodlar fərqli olar. Əslində practice etməyimiz yaxşı olasdı bu sual.
Geçi oğlansın.
Ama
Yaşlı
patlattı
adam.
batch yani yazdı verdi de. Halal.
Yox, əla. O practice eləyərək yaxşı oldu.
Alı sen şu
Ben de biz o T hərfini
Nədir?
tapmasaydıq maçı düşərdim mən.
Necə Üstad?
Mən sizə sual verirdim.